Indolence is unacceptable, Divine One. You are ridiculous. Here I am, with the power to awaken emblems. And yet somehow it is a challenge to rouse you. Come now, get up. Finally awake? Honestly, I never imagined this would be a part of my duties here. If that is all, I will take my leave.
Merrin, listen. I'm sorry for blowing up at you the other day.
Blowing up is a bit strong.
I didn't understand that you were observing me so closely because you genuinely care.
No, I was in the wrong, not you. I was completely oblivious to how my actions made you feel.
You know, now that we understand each other better, I'd be happy to help you. There aren't many books about divine dragons, and nobody's asked me about my life before. You want to fill that gap, help people learn about me. I can see the value in that. What I'm trying to say is, please, observe to your heart's content.
Really? You mean it?
I mean it.
Thank you, Divine One. I really appreciate that. When I'm observing you, I forget about all the stress and worry. Everything bad slips away. I just feel joyful. And I want to share that joy with others, you know?
You're truly one of a kind, Merrin. Maybe I should write a book about you.
You flatter me, Divine One.
I do have a request. Stop thinking of me as more than human, all right? I may be the only divine dragon, but hey, you're one of a kind too.
You make a good point. I guess we're both rare critters, aren't we?
Exactly. Oh, and also, I want to be the first to read this book of yours.
Of course. I can't think of anyone better to fact-check it.
Damn. I guess it won't be so easy to find them after all.
Panette? You're up late.
Good evening, Divine One.
What's that letter you're reading?
I employed a Solmic investigator to find my parents. This is her report. Alas, it seems the search has come up empty.
Huh. I thought you said your parents were horrible people.
Yes, well, our conversation made me realize I have some feelings in need of resolution. I thought perhaps now, with the benefits of time, I could speak to them with a cooler head. Thus my desire to track them down. Assuming they are still alive, of course.
I'm impressed. It's brave of you to try facing them after all these years. Panette, how about I help find your parents?
Oh, no. I would not dream of such an imposition.
It's the least I can do to repay you for your training. Besides, we've seen our share of dangerous battles together. You, me, the others, we have a connection. We help each other. Let me help you, please.
Very well then. I will gratefully accept your aid. Truth be told, even if we do not find my parents, I have already found my family. What more do I truly need?
Divine One, I'm sorry for how I reacted to what you said about the way I fight.
Please, don't apologize. It was insensitive of me to pry.
You weren't wrong. I'm still holding on to hatred of Elusia, but being the only one who lived, somehow that's even more unforgivable. If my friend had survived the attack instead of me, Rhodia's knights would be stronger for it. I think that's why I go all out in every battle. trying to make up for the loss.
Thank you for confiding in me. Hearing it actually makes me feel a lot better.
How do you mean?
If you trained so hard purely for revenge, I'd have to try to talk you out of it. Even if it leads to strength, that path is too full of grief to follow. But now I see that you push yourself to fulfill the wish of someone you care about. I'm sure your friend appreciates it, but I still don't think it's worth the pain you're carrying. If I were her, I'd just want you to be happy.
You know, I never even considered that. Maybe you're right. We are talking about one of the kindest people I've ever met. But how can you be so sure what she'd think in this situation, Divine One?
It's easy to know that sort of thing when you care about a person. Was that the wrong answer?
No, of course not. It's nice to hear. Thank you, Divine One. It means a lot to me.
What would you like to talk about today, Yunaka?
This isn't easy for me, but I want you to know why I've had a hard time telling the truth. So, I'm just going to lay it all out there, okay? The truth is, I used to be...
It's all right. You don't have to tell me.
But
I can see how hard this is for you. It's obvious just looking at your face. I told you before that I won't pry. It really is as simple as that.
You're really okay with me keeping a secret from you like this?
Of course. I have secrets too, you know. There's no need to make yourself uncomfortable. I only want to hear what you are ready to tell me.
Thank you. Sincerely. What I'm ready to say is that I'm truly grateful to have a friend like you in my life. I feel like I've finally found that place in the world I was looking for, you know? That's entirely thanks to you. And I won't forget it. I'm glad to fight for you and all our friends.
I really appreciate that, Yunaka.
I'll tell you all I can about my past. But I think the present is what matters. Us, here and now. We're just getting to know each other. There's so much more to say. It's like an adventure.
An adventure. I like that. I look forward to continuing this journey with you, Yunaka.
Divine One, I must apologize for what happened last time we spoke. I was so overcome with joy, I actually made you stay with me until I was finished crying.
That's all right. I'm just glad to see you feeling better.
After it was over, I realized it would make more sense if you knew about my childhood.
Oh, what about it?
Everyone always fawned over me when I was young. So much so, in fact, it was all I knew. But in Elusia, when you reach a certain age, you have to leave home for the academy. For the first time, I had competitors. Others were more popular than me. I was devastated. I came to understand that some people can simply be better. I began to question everything.
That must have been difficult.
Since then, I've become a bit of a perfectionist. Being anything less than ideal is frustrating. But then, you said you thought I was charming.
And I stand by that. Somehow you always manage to be charming, even on the battlefield.
Thank you. As soon as you said those words, I felt my confidence come flooding back.
Is this good crying?
Can't you tell by how these tears glisten on my cheeks like the morning dew? I'm sorry, Divine One. I have such powerful feelings. It would be a crime to contain myself. You'll just have to admire this magnificence. To your heart's content.
I'll remain by your side until you're finished.
Thanks, Divine One. You really saved my bacon.
I was happy to help. I will say, I wasn't expecting our picnic to turn into a two-person raid on the bandits' hideout.
Really? That's how most of my picnics go, to be honest.
When you invited me, you said we'd be eating meat together.
And I was telling the truth. You got a nice big helping, right?
Yes, I was stuffed. I only wish you had said something like, "I've found the bandits' camp, so let's barge in, take them out, and then grill up some meat." That would have been more, accurate.
So wordy, though. My way was much more concise.
That's one way to look at it. Still, you never cease to amaze. You take it upon yourself to help root out bandits.
What, is that not normal? I'm just protecting my people. I thought that's what royalty was supposed to do.
You say something completely radical, like it's the most obvious thing in the world.
That's my charm.
Lady Veyle, I'm sorry about before. I know my feigning spell was upsetting to you.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad that you were okay.
I still wanted to apologize. To make up for it, I brought some different treats for us to try.
Are these all spicy things? You tailored these to my tastes again, didn't you? I appreciate the gesture, but if you can't eat them with me...
Don't you worry. I've been practicing.
Even so...
Come on, let's eat. This bright red cookie smells pretty good. Or should I try... No, I'll take this one.
Take it slow, okay? I've seen how you handle spicy foods.
No, I've got this. I can handle spice, really. Maybe I'll try this cake next. Though, whoa, it definitely smells like it packs a punch.
Why are you putting yourself through this? I hope it's not just for my sake.
Well, nobody likes being afraid, right?
I don't follow.
I know that you're scared of me. Just looking at me makes you shudder. I don't like being scared. So the last thing I want to do is make you feel that way. I know that other me hurt you. But I'm not your enemy, and I wouldn't ever scare or harm you. I thought that this could be a way to prove that to you.
I see. I think.
If eating this food together makes you happy, then it's worth it. I'll get used to the burning.
I'm not scared of you anymore, Gregory. It's painfully clear that you're a kind person, but it scares me when you push yourself like that for my sake. I worry you'll faint again.
Really?
Next time, if you want to bring me a gift, it should be something we both enjoy. I want us to be friends, but that doesn't mean doing things that make us uncomfortable. Unless you don't want to be friends.
No, I mean, yes. I want to be your friend, if you are comfortable with that.
Thank you. On that note, what's a food you really like? It's my turn to treat you, as a thanks for everything you've done.
Thank you, Lady Veyle. I'll be sure to pick something extra tasty. When I can taste again.
Nel, can we talk?
This has the air of a serious matter.
I've given it some more thought, and I really would like us to be sisters.
Your feelings matter to me, Veyle. But I am perplexed by this sentiment. Friendship between us seems to be insufficient for you. Why?
I'm glad that we're friends. And for a while, I thought that might be enough. But when you talked about what happened with your other siblings, I began to feel differently. Sisters don't have to betray or hurt each other. Family doesn't have to be like that. Why can't we be the kind of sisters who spend our time chatting over good spicy food? Is that still too difficult for you?
it is not. Contrary to expectation, the thought of a different sort of family is a pleasant one. And if siblings can truly have such a relaxed and trusting relationship, perhaps I will reconsider.
Does that mean...
I am uncertain. The happiness of gaining a sister is accompanied by the dread of losing her. I would fear the collapse of our familial bond.
There's no way I could become your enemy, Nel. Not ever. I'll always be on your side. Even if this war separates us by force, the time we spend together as a family is forever.
As a family?
That's right. I'll never forget the time I spend with my sister. And I'm sure you won't either. So if that thought brings you even a little bit of happiness, please do reconsider.
Very well.
Really? You mean it?
I too possess a yearning for a familial bond, and to care for those close to me. If this is your sincere wish, and if I have the power to grant it, then let it be so. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity, and your perseverance, sister.
Oh, thank you, Nel. Hearing you say that makes me happy beyond words.
I am also glad. I wonder if I should think of you as an older sister or a younger one.
Being from different worlds does make it really hard for us to know who was born first.
Based on our appearances, I think I must be the elder of us.
What? That can't be right. Look how much longer my hair is.
I do not see how the length of your hair is relevant to the issue. No matter. The coming centuries will provide us ample time to settle the debate.
That's true. I have that, and so much more to look forward to with my new sister.
Zélestia, you call the Four Winds your family. What do you mean by that? Family was never really a good word for me. I'd imagine it was the same for the rest of us.
You'd be right. Each of us suffered difficult losses before we met. I lost the mage dragons. You lost your home. Madeline, her parents, and Mauvier, his master.
I only heard Mauvier mention it once. He just said he regretted that he couldn't protect her. He said she died too soon because of him. All in some pointless fight.
We're all burdened with sorrows. Having a place to return to is what eases these burdens. None of us had something like that. I think that's why Mauvier formed the Four Winds.
I suppose it makes sense. But isn't that different from a family?
I would have agreed at first. The Four Winds were friends and allies, not family. After we spent time together, laughing and talking, I realized we were filling those voids. The four of us have supported each other in a way others couldn't. It's something that can only be done by those closer than friends, by people you deeply trust.
That does sound like a family.
That's what I believe. It's why we must look out for each other. The Four Winds are family. If one of us is lost, the rest still need to protect what we have, even to the very last.
And with you being a mage dragon, chances are pretty good that'll end up being you.
What?
Oh, nothing. I suppose I should ask, if we're calling ourselves a family, who has what role?
I'm the mom. Mauvier's the older brother, you are the younger, and Madeline's the little sister.
A perfect match! Although, why am I the little brother? And wait, where's the dad?
Oh, would you prefer to be the father?
Not likely. And shouldn't you be more like an older sister than a mother? You don't look old enough.
Aren't you the charmer? But no, I love you all the way a mother would. That's why you can act a little spoiled around me. Oh, come now, don't try to hide it. See how we joke with each other? Just like a family, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, it's kind of a relief to hear you vocalize it. Now and forever. The Four Winds will be a family. A safe place we can always return to.
Do you remember my request? I wanted to hear about my counterpart from this world.
I suppose I did agree to that.
You look uncomfortable. Is this an awkward topic for you?
No, but bear in mind that much of what I am about to tell you does amount to hearsay.
Of course.
In this world, we formed a group that came to be known as the Four Hounds. The group's purpose was to enact the will of Sombron. Your counterpart was its leader.
So then, were you the second in command in this world?
That role was filled by a different man. Zephyr, the Four Hounds' leader, claimed to think of us as a family.
Claimed to?
Her actions did not match her words. She was harsh, destructive, but above all, lonely. I have heard that her draconic instincts were abnormally powerful, even for a mage dragon. It is said that her home village was destroyed by an uncontrolled surge of her magic. Some go so far as to say that if Sombron was not the fell dragon, then she would be.
No, that couldn't possibly...
What I do know is that she relentlessly sought Sombron's affection, pushing all others away. The Four Hounds were always at arm's length from one another. Personally, I never minded, but perhaps it is because we were not a true family that we went so very wrong.
I see.
Not a pleasant tale, I know.
Mauvier, I don't think we should aspire to be friends after all.
It seems I have offended you.
Not at all. I think I would like for us to become more like family, as we were in my world.
Would you? Why?
I suppose I want to make sure you don't feel compelled to go down the wrong path this time. I know we're strangers now, but building strong bonds can help make you feel like you belong.
This is indeed rather sudden.
The heart is drawn to those who need it most. You really don't understand this, do you?
Perhaps I do not. But if we are aspiring toward a familial bond, I suppose I can make an effort to try.
Thank you, Mauvier. Let's agree to support each other. I'm excited to get to know you better as a family.
I look forward to it as well, Zélestia. Are you all right? You seem distraught.
Nope. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
It is only natural to be upset by my recounting of those events. If it was more than you could bear, allow me to apologize. I should be more considerate.
It's fine, really. I was the one who asked. If he did all that, well, I wouldn't trust me either.
Circumstances have changed. I know now that you are not capable of doing the things he did.
Obviously, I'm not that kind of guy. I'd never kill an ally, and I wouldn't abandon one to fend for themselves either.
I believe you. I'm certain you would risk mortal peril to protect your friends. For that, you have earned my trust.
Oh, really? You don't know what it means to finally hear that. Thanks for believing in me, Mauvier.
Huh?
What? I say thank you and you just stand there staring at me like that?
Your thanks caught me off guard. It made me realize that in all the years I knew Chris, he never once thanked me for anything.
Because we're not the same person. I mean, the me of this world sounds like a huge weirdo, to put it lightly.
Indeed. What is it?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking. I'd never heard Mauvier laugh before.
Perhaps, but as you rightly pointed out, we are not the same person.
Exactly. Even if we do look like them at times, we're still just us. Let's keep up the good work, Mauvier.
Agreed.
How come you've never told me off for running away from home?
Why would I?
I was glad you got out when you did.
Huh. I always imagined you'd hold a grudge against me for flying the coop.
Nah, I just wasn't brave enough to do likewise. Wasn't sure I could make it alone. Meanwhile, look at you. A retainer. You struck out on your own and made a life for yourself. I'll bet those parents of ours would be glad to see how well you're doing.
I doubt it. They probably don't care about me one way or another.
Listen, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm not one to keep secrets. Mom and Dad tried to find you.
What? Wolf dung! There's no way!
I was surprised too. Maybe they were just concerned about keeping up appearances. Hard to say. At any rate, that's the truth. I figured you should know.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Happy morning, Panette.
Good morning, Yunaka. You seem to be in good spirits, as usual.
Always. It's one of my redeeming qualities.
In point of fact, I have been meaning to ask you about that. Why do you insist on pretending to be cheerful all the time?
You think I'm acting? You think I'm so talented I could keep it up all the time? I'm flattered.
Do not bluff a bluffer. I can tell that this is not your true manner. When I began serving the boss, I had to swap out my own dialect for a more proper one. Since then, I have had a keen ear for others' false tongues.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? I can't answer your question, though. If I spoiled the mystery, who would you harass with prying questions? My hands are tied.
So be it. Forgive me for probing. But this duplicity, somehow it does not sit right with me.
It makes my heart sing to see how you have grown. You carry yourself with such confidence. I'm lucky to have had so many good people to get me here. I never could have done it alone. Will you be there with me as we see what the future holds, Marth? Of course. Bonds such as ours are the foundation of the future. They will never fade.
I heard that you were a mercenary before becoming a teacher. That's a lucky switch.
It was more fate than luck. Or so I'm told. In any case, it allowed me to meet wonderful students.
Marth, if you had a dear friend that you might never see again, how would you handle it?
That would be a terrible situation. Wanting to speak with them, but being unable to do so. Still, I would think of them often. Any bonds forged between us would never break.
Yeah, I think so too. You'd always be connected to them no matter what. Thank you, Marth.
Until I met Princess Céline, I knew nothing of the world. I never thought it could be so vast.
So many work tirelessly just to survive. Think of them as you fight.
I'll try as hard as I must to keep them safe. Is that the secret to it, Marth?
It is. Together with our allies that we have grown so close to, we shall bring about peace.
When my emotions are heightened, I'm afraid I revert back to my prior, untamed self.
I get riled up in the heat of battle too. I think you should just be who you are. Forget niceties. The important thing is to have the conviction of knowing what you want to do.
Do you think so? Well then, I am quite relieved to hear it.
My heart starts to race when I watch you dance. I get the urge to begin dancing too.
I'm happy if my performance moves you. My master taught me this dance. It's special to me. I'd like to show off some special choreography to symbolize our ongoing friendship.
Wow, really? A special dance? That makes me happy. Let's dance together every day.
Lady Eirikia, is there some place you might wish to visit? I will take you anywhere you desire.
I'm happy for your offer, but where is this coming from?
You say you have forgiven me, yet I still feel the need to atone. Does that trouble you?
No, you are a kind soul. Thank you. I'll talk to my brother and we'll make a decision.
I hear you risked your life for the sake of your brother. I did something very similar once.
Rafal is precious to me. I wanted to protect him. Above all, I wanted him to feel accepted.
I felt the same. I also felt the need to accept all the consequences of the path I'd chosen.
Much occurred between you and your siblings, from the sound of it. You must tell me more.
Oh my! Are my eyes lying to me?
This is quite a surprise. It looks just like the Lythos Castle Gardens.
So I'm not the only one seeing it?
It looks like the castle, but feels like it too. The air, the smells, all of it.
Right you are. I've served in the castle for many years, yet this vision fooled me at first.
I know it isn't real, yet I still get a sense of nostalgia looking at it. My mother trained me in the castle garden. The flowers were in full bloom, like these.
I remember it well. Alas, after the attack, that garden has been left in ruins.
It has, hasn't it?
Look, over there. I can see something glimmering. Do you see it too?
Is that an altar? And on it, there's a ring.
I thought we'd gathered all the emblem rings. Can it be that there were more?
Perhaps an emblem we were unaware of? Let's go have a look.
Wait, I feel a presence. There are enemies nearby.
Corrupted? They must be here for the ring. We can't let them take it. That ring might belong to another emblem.
I fight beside you once more, Divine One.
That ring. Could it be?
Understood.
The stage is mine. I feel wonderful. It's tea time! Reinforcements! Yes! Have at you! Victory is mine! Yes. I've got this. I have it! I'm not afraid anymore.
Verily.
Hurry!
Hell yeah!
Okay.
I'm with you.
I'm prepared.
I'm honored. You were a worthy opponent.
Mauvier reporting.
I hear you.
Say the word. Hungry for more! It's not luck, it's fate.
Why, thank you. That was eye-opening. So your tale ends.
Rest easy now. Quickly now.
That's how a lady does it.
Let us become one.
It is over.
I won't falter!
I had to stop you. Was that too much?
Ooh, I just spotted a rare bug.
I atone for my past. Have I made a difference? Was that sufficient? Ha! I feel wonderful. That was eye-opening.
Let's go together!
Our bonds are far stronger than destiny.
Help me be a righteous dragon. You'll take nothing from me. Mediocre.
Time! It's not luck, it's fate.
Do not suffer? An obstacle in need of removing. Feel what I feel.
Such a shame. It's not luck, it's fate.
Try again.
It's not luck, it's fate.
We could have been friends. I win this one. Precision! Power! It is over.
Were you raised by wolves?
Dream well.
You'll take nothing from me. Mediocre.
You're going down.
Finished?
You were beautiful while you lasted.
No hesitation.
I'm more than just a fell dragon. An obstacle in need of removing.
Why, thank you. I shall dispose of you.
That was cool, was it not?
I believe I am in the right.
My apologies. Observe your ruin! Was that sufficient?
We retrieved the ring safely, but it doesn't seem to hold an emblem? Strange.
Is it but a normal ring?
It seems so, but when I hold the ring, I feel a warmth stirring in my chest.
So it's as I suspected.
What is it that you have surmised?
The Pact Ring. It belongs to and holds the power of Divine Dragon Monarch Lumera.
What else do you know about this Pact Ring, Marth?
Lumera once said that divine dragons will give a special ring to someone they truly trust. The ring strengthens the bond between the two and brings them closer together. It grants special powers to the divine dragon and anyone they make a pact with, of any sort.
So, Mother once gave this ring to someone she trusted and had a special connection with?
That's what I'd guess too. But she'd lost her friends and allies in the war, so who she gave the ring to, or if she gave it at all, there's just no way to know.
Mother.
But we know that as long as she lived, the most important person to her was you. You should inherit the ring. Give it to your most trusted ally.
I'll think long and hard before I decide who's worthy to wear it.
Oh, that we've arrived at this place. It must be the work of Queen Lumera.
It's a happy thought. Mother watching over me. But the fight ahead is my own. I must be strong. Let's go. I'm reluctant to leave. But there is much work to do.